Reelsteal would have beaten Chris, right, to make it there to grand finals against No Tag.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Crazy how we're getting like a lot of like previous Cav Clash runbacks in this bracket. Like we had like Click Matador,
right?
We have Chris Reelsteal right now. Was that the only two? I feel like there was another one.
I'm sure there are some others that were maybe earlier on in bracket, like top 16, that maybe would have played again. But there have been so many upsets here today in bracket. There's a lot of new folks entering the top 8. Reelsteal gonna find a fair there. Chris unable to tech against his own block that he placed at the ledge and gonna fall to the void. Reelsteal having a very commanding presence here on the stage, already bringing Chris to 65, 70 damage. Chris gonna find a back air, not gonna quite take it yet. Chris opting to get some resources. Diamond now in the inventory, as well as a couple of iron to play around with. We'll see if Chris decides to craft anything now. Probably gonna get it here, knowing that he's going to need to build up some percentage here before next stock.
Reelsteal going past ledge, getting the hammer flip, confirming the Mecha Koopa into the cannonball. Chris is in a really awkward situation now.
Chris at 152%. Just about anything could take it here for Reelsteal jab.
Yeah, Chris got his gold back, so minecart's going to be a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, it's spin out there from the
and he uses it to
from
craft.
the cart.
He no longer has it.
Chris finding a couple of up airs. Gold tools on deck right now. Going to have a little bit less end lag, but not going to be able to do as much damage. And these tools are going to break a lot faster. Chris building up a wall. Gold pickaxe going to break, but we have the diamond on deck now for Chris in the last stock. Reelsteal still on second stock, so maybe not too worried about having to deal with the diamond. Lots of iron, though, in the inventory. Going to be lots of minecarts and anvils to deal with.
But, like, Reelsteal's still doing a really good job of playing outside of, like, Steve's burst range.
Right.
Like,
These, dash attacks and back airs aren't really connecting here from Chris.
Especially like with the minecart, right? Like, he's able to stand a distance where like minecart's appealing, but he can still react and get a punish off of it.
That diamond back air not going to take it from center stage. Another one could do it here for him. Going to get the soft hit of minecart. And back air going to take it there off the platform.
Now this is where things get scary. It's Steve with diamond last stock. But Rapid Jab takes the stock.
You know, and Chris could have avoided that situation there. Jab was on the block. It wasn't going to connect fully for all the hits there for Reelsteal, but Chris air dodged right back into it and unfortunately took the stock.
Now going to Battlefield, what advantage do you think Steve gets on here?
Well, Steve, I believe the platform layout is going to be a little bit better. Being able to camp underneath of the side. He does have some combos that lead up to the top platform and can up smash off the top. And you know, just as well, I believe Battlefield kind of serves as like a tunnel for these moves that Steve really likes to throw out.
Using Mecha Koopa to just get rid of that wall entirely. I did not know Mecha Koopa did that much damage to blocks.
Very good matchup knowledge there from Reelsteal. Here we go. Here are those up tilt strings.
We're going right back down too.
And you know, even if Chris had missed some of those finishers, he was there on that platform to reset himself in that position. Gonna start to camp there on the ledge. And now, see, now that we have broken the crafting table, that system will no longer work there for Chris, as he will be burning resources faster than what he'll be making them.
And like both players there recognize that like that would have been a regrab for Chris. So Chris stalling out as long as he could, Reelsteal trying to like hit him from underneath the ledge.
Reelsteal looking for the up air though, a little bit preemptive. Chris finding a minecart to punish. Good conversion there from Reelsteal, trying to keep Chris off stage, but kind of at this percentage where just about any hit that he takes from Chris is going to send him kind of far away from the stage. Chris has Diamond on the inventory. We'll see if he chooses to use it this stock. Definitely not going to be able to use it if he's off stage. We'll see if we get a craft out here. I don't think we're going to see it just because he's only at 127 now %. Probably going to lose his stock soon.
I think he would probably want to save it for next stock.
Right, unless we get into a situation where, well, it doesn't really matter now, but unless we got into a situation where he was able to camp and find a second diamond for the next stock.
Or like if a tool broke.
Chris kind of taking control of the stage here. Reelsteal trying to make his way back. Reelsteal going to definitely need to put on some damage here if he's going to want to take this game against Chris. Chris just trying to build some materials here, putting up the wall. Oh, wow. Wait. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like Reelsteal had lived that. Maybe it was just too strong, and even a good DI wasn't enough there. Ooh, gonna do a spin out there on the platform. Down smash. Diamond's definitely threatening a lot more now. Any of these tilts will lead into the back air. Oh, wow, yeah. And same thing as game one. This time, instead of a forward air, it was a back air. Finding that back air and kind of beating Chris at his own game. Chris definitely trying to fish for that back throw into the F smash. A true kill confirm either way. You either miss the tech and die, or you make the tech and you get F smash and you still die. But Reelsteal able to weave his way around there and
kind of reverse the situation.
Kind of reverse the situation there for himself. Going back to small battlefield, looks like Chris maybe not liking that option from battlefield from last game.
I think it gave Reelsteal too many options on like combo extensions.
Right, and on top of that, you know, you have Cart. He didn't really do it much, but Cart can now be like safely used from center stage to land on the top platform.
He just bounced off the wall and just kept walking forward afterwards.
Reelsteal gonna take that hit and gonna die to the minecart. Chris only with 10% on. Very different game here for Chris.
And if he can get to the crafting table, he has Diamond as well. Like, would be a very threatening lead.
I will say he doesn't have any iron at the moment though, so maybe he wants to use this time to build up resources for next stock.
Mech Cooper catching it, but the block stopping the combo.
Not sure exactly what that up B was going to do for Reelsteal there.
Yeah, not sure what the plan was.
Oh wow, Chris just reading these aggressive carts in from Reelsteal. Already lapped in percentage. Diamond is now on deck, and we have another diamond for next stock. This is kind of looking grim here from Reelsteal unless he's able to make a power play here off stage.
He has to find a way to not let it snowball, which it's snowballing right now.
There is no more iron unless Chris gets some more material, so no more anvil or minecart, just the straight diamond tools, which is already threatening enough. F smash gonna take it. Not sure what Reelsteal's answer for that's gonna be. Chris just deciding he wants to stay in this game. Very convincing 3-stock for Chris. We'll see what the counter pick here is for Reelsteal. Gonna go to FD. Very interesting choice.
I don't like it.
This could go a couple of ways. I could see where this would be useful. Reelsteal now doesn't have to worry about the blocks being placed around the platform, so now Mecha Koopa can be dropped over top of the walls.
But now Chris can mine without using resources on any of like his tools that do attacks. Like Shovel is its own unique thing on FD.
Oh wow, and Chris maybe trying to have a hard call out there from that TNT, hoping that it would just blow up in Reelsteal's face as he carted inwards.
Honestly, I didn't even notice I didn't change scene. We were kind of just like locked in on the game.
And see, here's going to be the other thing that's hard for Chris now is that in these situations, you don't really have the platform to land onto.
That was insane.
That's really good play there from Reelsteal. Not having any of these platforms, he's going to have to rely and use a lot more of his resources to land now. Going to have to place his own blocks up in the air and the minecarts and the anvils to get down rather than just being able to up B to a platform per se.
Well,
Reelsteal at 174%. Lots of rage on. If he gets a smash attack off, I believe it will kill at this percentage. Up throw, gonna take it there for Chris.
Tried to sneak in that up smash, like you were saying, like any smash attack, a call out, gets the hammer flip through the wall.
Chris gonna craft some diamonds and yeah, lots of iron on deck, but not a whole lot of blocks to work with at the moment.
Doesn't get the grab. I really like the idea though. Armoring through the up tilt.
Reelsteal putting Chris in an offstage situation. Chris taking the percentage lead. Jab back air, gonna send Reelsteal off stage. And there's that drop of that Mecha Koopa where normally the platform would catch that, but now we can drop it over top of the blocks. It looked like Chris was looking for a minecart there, but the last one had not deactivated yet. Gonna find the anvil though. Very different games here from Chris going into 3 and 4. More commanding presence. Almost that same situation from the other game. Lucky he was able to tech off the side of it instead of being sent underneath. Up smash, gonna take it. Only 59% here, but Diamond is on deck. Not too many blocks. Chris running out of resources. I don't think letting him mine is the best situation here. I feel like we have to kind of be a little bit more aggressive.
Just with the way the blocks were placed too, it's very awkward for Junior to get in there.
Right.
It was like a U shape. And it's like, I guess you could Mecha Koopa over the wall, but that kind of doesn't accomplish much. Sometimes you're kind of just forced to let Steve mine until you can like find an answer.
Wow, I was not expecting that forward air to pop Steve out of the minecart. I thought that minecart was going to hit. Going to roll in on the minecart. Diamonds are on deck. We have plenty of iron on deck as well. Chris with the percentage lead as well. This is looking kind of scary for Reelsteal, but he's holding down center stage. Gonna find the cart into the hammer swing on the up B. Chris in a little bit of end lag there from that back air on the cannonball. Another set of diamonds here. We'll see if Chris has time to craft anything. Doesn't really need to though, as many of his tools have not broken yet.
Yeah, both players looking to end the stock right now.
Down air, gonna take it. Reelsteal doesn't look very happy about that ending there for Game 4.
And we are dead even going into Game 5. This is a loser side as well.
This is loser side, so the winner of this will make it into top 8 of Cavalier Clash, and the other will be out at 9th. Didn't see the stage pick here, but I'm kind of interested to see if we're sticking it out on FD or not. Gonna go to Kalos. Very interesting. Thing about here, Steve gonna mine a little bit slower. Gonna have more diamonds available. But you know, once he's out of some of these resources like wood and stone, it's gonna be mainly iron, and he's gonna have to use those blocks in later game to be defensive with.
We get some Mecha Koopa over the wall.
I believe we have this pick because Reelsteal died off the top a couple of times, so maybe hoping that the Kalos ceilings will prevent early kills off the ceiling. Gonna Mecha Koopa down throw. Already diamonds on deck here. Not too many block resources at the moment. And here we go. There's that stone popping up.
Pokes them through the wall.
And the thing is that the crafting table is going to use these resources as well every time it spawns in. So since we don't have wood anymore, it's going to use the stone blocks. So Chris is going to end up being forced to use iron blocks to build with. He has another diamond here for next stock. Gonna find a nice back air there to cover that up tilt option for Chris.
Tried going for the back air to cover a minecart recovery. Chris going a little too high for that. And now we're right back to neutral.
Very scary situation for both players here. Chris at 143%, just about anything could kill at this rate, but with diamonds on deck, an F smash here, just about anywhere on the stage should kill Reelsteal as well.
Yeah, and also like Reelsteal is now using Cannonball to try to, oh, did Rapid Jab taking the first stop?
I believe it looked like Chris was trying to get a roll in there, but the block's preventing him from doing that. And here we go, all of that iron now gonna be wasted. There's that TNT. There was like 6 blocks of iron being used for that. Chris just mining. Has another diamond on deck for when his tools break. Gonna go ahead and use the diamond and upgrade some gold tools. Chris gonna find a minecart there on the side of the stage.
Slides the Mecha Koopa between the platform and the blocks. Like, that was a very narrow gap, and he got a fair amount off of it.
And what great coverage from Reelsteal on some of these up B punishes. Doesn't seem like Chris wants to try to... yeah, Chris is like right outside of this range to punish these up Bs. Maybe afraid of the hammer swing.
Yeah,
but
like you can kind of just swing, shield the hammer swing, but like if you drop shield, if the shield doesn't come out too early, that might be the stock. So it's probably just safer to avoid it entirely.
Gonna find a little up tilt percentage here.
Huge near miss for both players. Getting a dash attack through the wall.
Very scary situation here. Oh my gosh.
The patience.
Oh, Anvil forcing Colton out of shield. If he would have stayed any longer, then his shield would have been broken anyway. So pretty much a guaranteed confirm there for Chris.
Yeah. Also forced to down throw because of the block kind of blocking the trajectory of like forward throw or like rapid jab.
Chris looking to rack up some percentage. Already has 34 with diamonds on deck. Probably going to be crafting another or mining another diamond here shortly. Reelsteal going to find the up smash. Very interesting spot here. Chris going to pull out gold tools. Going to be a little bit faster with the tilts.
He's nearing diamond right now.
Reelsteal gonna up throw into the cart. Chris finding an up tilt into back air.
Oh, gets the hammer
Finding
flip.
the hammer swing.
Gets another.
Very scary situation for both of these players.
As long as he watches out for Anvil, this could be a good spot for Reelsteal.
Such a scary spot at the ledge, too, because back air will definitely take it right there underneath of those platforms. Oh, so scary. Reelsteal finding the soft back air into the dash attack. Chris just holding down that spot where Reelsteal wants to approach mid-air. Oh, but gonna find the
forward
S-Smash
smash to the
center
blocks.
stage and gonna take that